Hello, everybody out there. Ben Kiowski here, responding to the second part of our first assignment in the Praxis discussion. So, Cypress Creek Church, in our corporate worship gatherings, the music is mostly contemporary worship songs. The things that most of us would be familiar with as contemporary worship songs. However, we do have quite a wide variety of instrumentation. We do everything from sort of electronic Hillsong United type songs with backtracks and all of that business, all the way through to hymns and in the traditional sense, as well as using the mandolin, the banjo, the stand-up bass. So our instrumentation is quite vast. We from week to week, there's usually a different worship leader. I and some of the other primary leaders lead as often as possible, but we have several people in the mix that are capable leaders, and there's a pretty good rotation going on with that. We have two campuses, both of which have different experiences aesthetically. Our main campus, which is in Wimberley, is a larger venue and has sort of the hill country aspect, which that doesn't mean a whole lot of things to you guys probably, but what that means is white limestone walls and large beams and sort of an open concept. There's lots of light. It's very bright colored in there. There's lots of windows at our main campus, and so it's very sort of welcoming. We call the space the living room, and so the idea is to create a safe space that's easy for people to walk into. The San Marcos venue is actually in a bar called The Mark. It's a bar/music venue, so it has the black box feel, and it also sort of smells like alcohol in there, which is sort of funny. But that venue is much different. There's the light show is much more involved. We don't get too crazy with the light show, but it's much easier to change the moods and for whoever's running lights to sort of follow the form of the song. And so we allow that to be part of what we do there at the Mark. We keep it pretty subtle, but it is more elaborate than what we do at our Wimberley campus with the lighting show. As far as song selection, like I said earlier, it's a wide range. We do quite a bit of everything. Recently, in one of our directional leadership team meetings, our lead pastor, Rob Campbell, he mentioned that he preferred to have as many surprise elements, meaning not the same old thing every week as possible. And so what that means is things like incorporating the creeds, incorporating things like reading and response, and we do that often, as often as we can. Additionally, we have worship nights, which is another congregational experience, and most of the time during those times we have many other expressions, meaning we have a writing station where people have a prompt and they're able to write on a blackboard. We'll have a station with flags, or textiles as some people like to call them, flags for people to wave, and we have usually a person stationed there to give kind of minimal equipping on what each one of those banners actually means. We're probably strongest in other expressions besides music, in the arts, painting in particular, sketching and painting. We regularly include at the worship nights a painting station for both children and grown folks, and have often incorporated a live painter during our worship services on Sunday mornings, where they'll paint as a response during the worship time. Even at times in the past, our pastor himself has painted a work of art while he is preaching, and so that's most of what we do. The technology. Honestly, our technology game could really pick up, particularly in the area of video. We do pretty much a black screen with words, and from time to time there'll be some moving backgrounds, but we try to avoid that so as to not be distracting with those type of things. And that's really about it. That's our context, and that's how it works.